Pranam everyone, and this is another session on Teoler Career Aptitude Test 2024. In this session, I would walk you through a sample report of Teoler Career Aptitude Test. So if you see this report, this is a very detailed report. You already know that a child appearing for TCAT 2024 would have to take two exams. One will be Scholastic Aptitude, which is more subjective in nature, includes physics, chemistry, maths, biology, English and maths. And second is Psychometric, which is more about personality type, work interest pattern. Again, these are very standardized tests which are used world over to identify certain basic personality types. So, what would you get as an output if you take that test? This is Teoler Career Aptitude Test Personalized Career Guidance Report. And believe me when I say personalized, it is absolutely personalized. There are no standard reports. For each child, a different report is generated. And that is dependent on the kind of inputs the child will give while taking TCAT. The first part of TCAT will be your SAT and MAT relative performance analysis, right? So for example, this child is at 52.4 percentile physics, 44.2 in chemistry, 51.1 in biology, 51.1 in maths, 59.5 in English and 42.6 in math, mental ability. What does this mean? It means in comparison to the child scoring highest marks in a particular subject, how much this child fare. So this is just a simple data sharing. There is no algorithm working here. This is you coming to know where do you stand in each subject vis-a-vis the best performing child who took this examination. Now let's move to the second part. Right. Now the subjects above, which we just saw, were then combined in a specific algorithm depending on how the entrance examinations work. So for example, for JEE, difficult questions of maths, difficult questions of physics and difficult questions of chemistry would be given a higher weightage. For IP MAT, difficult questions of English, difficult questions of logical ability will be given a higher weightage. For law, English will be given disproportionate weightage, right? So we kind of use an algorithm to arrive at your potential in different competitive tests using purely the subjective performance. So for engineering, the child is at about 93.4 percentile, medical 93.4, 93, law 92.8 and a simple UG management would be 94.4. Again, it's a percentile performance. So when we combine, in the first part what we saw was marks as compared to the highest marks in a particular subject. This is out of all the children who have taken this examination so far, so about 3,000 which have taken in the last 2 years and whatever 2,500 we are expecting this year, what percentile would your child be? It is not percentage. So for example, let's say by end of this year, about 5,000 have taken this examination. And if your child is at, let's say 93 percentile for IIMs, that means the child has performed better than 93% people who took this examination, right? Or will be taking this examination, basing the subjective performance of the child. So out of 5,000, 93 percentile would be about 4,650, right? So out of 5,000, the child has better potential of making it through IPM as compared to 4,600. That means the child is in about 350, top 350 students out of 5,000 who took the subjective aptitude test. Now, on the comparative exam potential index, we again run a lot of heuristics to assign attractiveness. What does attractiveness mean? Potential job opportunities, potential salary slabs, right? Career opportunities in a particular area. And then we combine this with your ability to crack a particular examination. So now for this particular child, out of 200 potential, engineering offers 163.5, medical is 144, IPM 125, law 116 and UG 108. Again, as I said, there's a huge database, there's a very advanced AI engine working behind this, on this data to make these recommendations. This is an absolutely proprietary software developed by Team Teoler. So, purely on the basis of subjective performance, the first preference for the child is engineering, second is medical, third is IPM, fourth is law, and fifth is UG management. Now, let's look at the second result for this child, which was the personality type. So, this child, basis the answers the child gave in the examination, the child has been identified as thinker, INTP. Now, the INTP type describes a person who is energized by time alone, who focuses on ideas and concepts rather than facts and details, who makes decisions based on logic and reason. It's a very standard personality type which has been allocated to this particular child. On the basis of this personality type, we have identified certain, and again these are very standard recommendations which have been well researched, and a lot of reports, international research reports have been written on it. So for INTJ, high priority job opportunities are engineer, software, R&D computer, system analyst, physicist, mathematician. Medium priority will be lawyer, accountant, so on and so forth. Right? So what we have done is, we have taken the subjective aptitude, we have decided purely in terms of potential which exams can the child crack easily, and then which exams are attractive in terms of job opportunities. Then we have figured out what is the personality type of the child, and then we understand what jobs or what career opportunities go well with this particular personality type. And then comes the last thing, which is what is the interest of the child, right? So you have figured out the aptitude, you have figured out the personality. What would the child really want to do? That is identified through this test, which is a work interest test. So this child has been identified as an investigative thinker. A person is classified as a thinker when he or she is mostly interested in jobs that involve theory, research, and scientific inquiry. Thinkers are typically intellectual, inquisitive people who enjoy searching for facts and understanding. Now again, basis the work interest type, we again prioritize what kind of careers would make sense for this child. Engineer, software developer, scientist, research scholar, marine biologist, and then medium priority. Summarizing again, subjective test, personality type, and work interest type. Now, recommendations of all three engines will then be combined into a unified engine which will finally give a very specific report for your child or recommendation for your child. For this child, engineering comes first, followed by medical, followed by BFSI, then law, then general management, then media, BCA, MCA, marketing and advertising. And then this report will be handed over to the child. This also includes the potential examinations that the child can appear for, right? All the opportunities, what kind of exams the child can appear for. So it's a very detailed report which takes into account multiple dimensions before recommending what kind of career opportunities the child can go for. And obviously, it is a proprietary software developed by Teoler. It is absolutely free for Teoler students. Personal counseling sessions are also available. For students who are not Teoler students, you can always come back to us with your specific queries and we will try to answer them to the best of our ability. If you want a detailed personal counseling session with our counselors or with the directors, there will be a little bit of financial charges which you can pay and get one of those counseling sessions. With my experience over the last 10 years, coaching students, teaching students, I have realized that this is an amazing tool which truly helps a child broadly define which direction the child could opt for. It is not necessary that you would want to go in for your first choice only, but you would want to know what probability or what potential you may have in a particular direction and whether it suits with your current personality, current ambitions, current subjective aptitude or not. Can things change? Of course. But this will give you a direction, and if you can channelize your efforts at the right time, if you can focus at the right time, then these inputs can help you make better choices, better decisions and achieve better results in times to come. I wish you all the very best and I hope to see you on October 20 at Teoler High School appearing for TCAT 2024. Good luck children. Thank you.